If this story touched your heart, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because more powerful stories like this are coming soon. Every story here isn't just about revenge or pain. It's about strength, hope, and the courage to rise again. So, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and be a part of our family, where every story reminds you that broken hearts can still build beautiful lives. Broken Heart Sparkles. Comment below what you would have done if you were in Lara's place. I'll be reading your thoughts. They were once inseparable, Lara and Aiden. Two people who promised to stay together forever. Everyone said they were perfect for each other. Lara was soft-hearted, full of dreams, and believed love could fix anything. Aiden was confident, ambitious, and had big plans for life. For a while, everything was perfect. They laughed, planned their future, and believed nothing could ever tear them apart. But one winter night changed everything. A terrible car accident left Lara severely injured. She survived, but her legs didn't. When she opened her eyes in the hospital, she couldn't feel her feet. Her whole world crashed in seconds. At first, Aiden was there, every single day. He brought flowers, smiled, and told her everything would be okay. But as weeks turned into months, his visits became shorter, his smile faded, and his calls stopped. One evening Lara asked him, "Will you still love me, even if I can't walk?" He stayed quiet. Then he said words she would never forget. "I can't do this, Lara. I can't watch you like this. I'm sorry." And just like that, he left. Lara broke down. The person she trusted the most had abandoned her when she needed him the most. For months, she cried herself to sleep. She avoided people, refused therapy, and lived in silence. But one night, she looked into the mirror and whispered, "If he could leave when I was broken, I will rise again. Not for him, but for me." That night changed everything. Lara started therapy again. The pain was unbearable, but she never stopped. Step by step, she learned to move, to fight, to stand. Her body was healing, but more than that, her heart was rebuilding itself. Slowly, the weak girl who couldn't even sit up alone turned into a woman who could lift herself with strength and pride. By the end of the year, Lara was walking again. And her new journey had just begun. 3 years passed. Lara wasn't the same girl anymore. She had graduated, studied hard, and opened her own rehabilitation center for people like her. Her story inspired hundreds. She helped patients walk again, giving them the same hope she once needed. Dr. Lara Hayes, that was her name now. A name that stood for strength, not pity. One rainy night, Lara got a call from the hospital. A man had been in a serious accident. They needed her to handle his recovery. When she entered the room, she froze. It was Aiden. He was weak, scared, and helpless, just like she once was. The doctors said there was a chance he might never walk again. Aiden saw her and tears filled his eyes. "Lara, I'm sorry," he whispered. "I left you when you needed me. I don't deserve your help." Lara took a deep breath and said quietly, "Yes, you left me. But that's how I learned to stand alone." Then she added, "I'll help you, not because you deserve it, but because I know what pain feels like." Days turned into weeks. Lara treated him with kindness, not anger. She guided him through the same painful therapy she once faced. Every time Aiden took a step, he remembered how she once struggled to walk, alone. He saw strength in her eyes and regret in his heart. After months, he finally walked again. He looked at her with tears and said, "You're stronger than I ever was." Lara smiled softly and replied, "No, I just stopped waiting for someone to save me." She turned to leave. He called out, "Lara, do you still hate me?" She paused and said, "No, because if you hadn't left, I would never have found myself." And she walked away, graceful, healed, free. That day, Aiden finally understood. Revenge isn't always about hurting someone. Sometimes, it's about living so well that they realize what they lost forever. And that's how Laura proved. You don't always need to take revenge with anger. Sometimes, the best revenge is simply healing, growing, and shining so bright that the one who left you can only watch from the dark. Life has a strange way of turning pain into power. So never lose hope. Your story isn't over yet. Dizzy. If this story touched your heart, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more emotional stories like this one. Your one click gives motivation to create the next story. And who knows, maybe the next one will be your story.